Let me guess. You're waiting to practice English until you find the perfect conversation partner, right? Maybe a native speaker? Someone patient? Someone available every day? Well, what if I told you that waiting for a partner is actually slowing down your progress? What if the best conversation partner you'll ever have is yourself? I know that sounds crazy, but stay with me. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how thousands of English learners are becoming fluent by talking to themselves. And no, they're not going crazy, they're getting fluent. Welcome to Artificial Fluency. I'm your teacher, and in the next 20 minutes, you're going to learn solo practice methods that are actually more effective than many conversation classes. Ready? Let's start. First, let's talk about the biggest myth in language learning. You need a partner to practice speaking. This sounds logical, right? Language is about communication, so you need someone to communicate with. But here's what nobody tells you. In a typical language class with 20 students, how much do you actually speak? Maybe 2 minutes? 3 minutes maximum? The rest of the time, you're listening to others make mistakes or waiting for your turn. And what about conversation partners online? Sure, it's nice to chat once a week, but what about the other 6 days? Your mouth is not making English sounds. Your brain is not building those neural pathways. Let me teach you an important phrase. Fluency is a muscle. Just like going to the gym, you need to exercise your English muscles every single day, not just when you have a spotter. Here's the truth that changed everything for me and my students. The person who will help you become fluent is not out there somewhere, it's you. Think about how children learn their first language. Do babies wait for conversation partners? No, they babble to themselves all day long. They narrate what they see. They repeat sounds. They practice alone first, then they communicate with others. You already have conversations in your head all day long, right? You think about what to eat, what to do, what happened yesterday. Those thoughts, that's your practice material. You just need to say them out loud in English. Now, let me teach you the most powerful technique for solo practice, the inner conversation method. Here's how it works. Take the thoughts already in your head and speak them out loud in English. Not whisper, not think, speak. Let me demonstrate. When I wake up, instead of thinking quietly, I say out loud, okay, it's 7 a.m. I need to get up. Oh, I'm still tired. Maybe 5 more minutes? No, I should get up now. First, I'll make coffee, then I'll check my emails. What should I wear today? It looks cloudy, so maybe I'll need a jacket. See what I did? I turned my normal thoughts into English speaking practice. Now, let's learn useful phrases for self-talk. For planning. First, I need to. After that, I should probably, maybe I could. For opinions, I think that. In my opinion, I believe. It seems like. For decisions, I've decided to. I'm going to. I choose. I prefer. Common mistake alert. When talking to yourself, don't say, I am thinking that. Just say, I think that. In English, we use simple present for thoughts and opinions, not continuous. Are you already learning something new? Fantastic. please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Drop a comment. Have you ever tried talking to yourself in English? Let me know. Now, here's a pro tip. Start in the easiest place, your bedroom or bathroom. These are private spaces where nobody will hear you. Talk about what you see. There's my blue towel. The mirror is a bit dirty. I need to buy more shampoo. This toothbrush is getting old. This isn't just description, it's activation. You're activating vocabulary you already know but never use. Imagine you're the star of a documentary about your life, and you're also the narrator. This is our next technique. Throughout your day, narrate what you're doing, like David Attenborough describing nature. Now I'm opening the refrigerator. I'm looking for something to eat. There's some leftover pizza, but I think I'll make a sandwich instead. I'm taking out the bread, the cheese, the tomato. This sounds simple, but it's incredibly powerful. You're practicing present continuous, I'm doing. Present simple, I think, I want. Future forms, I'll make. Vocabulary for everyday objects. Let me teach you transition phrases that make your narration smooth. Time transitions. Now I'm. Next I need to. After this. Meanwhile. At the same time. Cause and effect. Because of this. So I need to. That's why. Therefore. Here's a complete example of narrating making tea. I'm filling the kettle with water. Now I'm turning it on. While it's heating, I'll get a cup from the cupboard. Oh, this one has a small chip. I'll use a different one. The water's boiling now. I'm pouring it over the tea bag. I'll let it steep for 3 minutes. Meanwhile, I'll get the milk from the fridge. Notice how natural that sounds? You're not memorizing dialogues from a textbook. You're describing your real life. Grammar tip. When narrating, you'll naturally use I'm a lot. This is perfect. You're training your mouth to produce this contracted form automatically. Native speakers almost never say, I am, in casual speech. It's always, I'm. Here's where it gets really fun. You know when you watch videos or read news and have opinions? Say them out loud. Watch any YouTube video, pause it, and respond. Interesting point, but I disagree because that reminds me of... I've never thought about it that way. In my country, You're training your brain to respond quickly in English, just like in real conversations. Let me teach you agreeing and disagreeing phrases. Agreeing. That's exactly right. I couldn't agree more. That's a good point. I see what you mean. Disagreeing politely. I see your point, but that's interesting. However, I'm not sure I agree because actually, in my experience, adding information. Also, another thing is, don't forget that. Plus, here's a practical exercise. Watch the news for 2 minutes, then turn it off and explain what you learned. So basically, they were talking about climate change. The main point was that temperatures are rising faster than expected.
The scientist said something about ice melting. I think this is really serious because it affects everyone. In my opinion, we need to take action now, not later. See, you're practicing summarizing, expressing opinions, using reported speech, connecting ideas. Common mistake: don't say I am agree or I am disagree. Just say I agree or I disagree. These are verbs, not adjectives in English.
This technique might feel strange at first, but it's golden. Have conversations with yourself. Play both parts. Here's an example of me planning my weekend. Me 1. What should we do this weekend? Me 2. I don't know, maybe go to the beach? Me 1. But the weather forecast says rain. Me 2. Oh, right. How about watching that new movie? Me 1. Which one? Me 2. The action movie everyone's talking about. Me 1. Sounds good. What time? This practices questions and answers, natural conversation flow, different sentence types, conversation fillers. Let me teach you conversation fillers that make you sound natural. Thinking sounds. Let me think. Well, actually, showing interest. Really? No way! Seriously? That's interesting. Keeping conversation going. Tell me more. What else? And then go on. This is powerful stuff, right? If you're finding value in this lesson, please subscribe and share it with someone who's struggling with English speaking practice. Comment below which technique sounds most useful to you. Here's your homework. Tonight, before bed, have a 2-minute conversation with yourself about your day. Ask yourself, how was my day? Then answer in detail. Now, let's talk about technology. You have access to the most patient conversation partner ever created, AI. ChatGPT, Google's Bard, or any AI chatbot can practice conversations anytime. Never judge your mistakes. Explain grammar when you need it. Role-play any situation. Here's how to use AI effectively. For conversation practice, let's have a conversation about topic. Please keep your responses simple and ask me questions. For role-play, you are a waiter at a restaurant. I want to practice ordering food. Start by greeting me. For correction, I'm going to tell you about my day. Please correct any major errors after I finish. Let me give you starter prompts for AI practice. Daily conversation. Let's chat about hobbies. Ask me about my hometown. Let's discuss weekend plans. Specific situations. I need to practice a job interview. Help me practice complaining at a hotel. Let's practice small talk at a party. Grammar focus. Let's practice using past perfect. Ask me questions using would. Help me practice conditional sentences. Important tip: don't just type to AI. Speak your responses out loud first, then type them. This way, you're still practicing speaking. Let me give you a simple 15-minute daily routine that will transform your English. Morning. While getting ready, narrate everything. I'm brushing my teeth. I need to buy more toothpaste. My hair looks messy today. I'll wear my blue shirt. Afternoon. Respond to one piece of content, a video, article, or podcast. That was interesting. I learned that I agree with, but I think. Evening. Have a self-dialogue about tomorrow. What's my plan for tomorrow? First, I need to. Then I should. If I have time, I'll. That's it. 15 minutes total, but every single day. Remember, fluency is not built in one big session. It's built minute by minute, day by day. Track your progress. Every Sunday, record yourself speaking for 1 minute about your week. Save these recordings. After 1 month, listen to week 1. You'll be amazed at your improvement. Here's a bonus tip. Use transition times. Walking to work, driving, doing dishes. These are perfect moments for English self-talk. You're not wasting time. You're investing it. Let me ask you something. How many years have you been waiting for the perfect practice partner? How many opportunities to speak have you missed because you were alone? Starting today, that ends. You don't need anyone else to become fluent. You need 3 things: your voice, your thoughts, and your commitment. Every sentence you speak out loud is a step toward fluency. Every word you pronounce is training your mouth. Every thought you express in English is rewiring your brain. Remember these key points. Talk to yourself out loud every day. Narrate your actions like a documentary. Respond to content you consume. Have self-dialogues about real topics. Use AI for structured practice. The best time to start? Right now. After this video ends, don't go silent. Keep the English going. Describe what you're going to do next. Express your opinion about this lesson. Plan your day out loud. You are not crazy for talking to yourself in English. You are clever. You are taking control. You are becoming fluent on your terms, on your schedule. Your English journey doesn't depend on finding the right person. It depends on being the right person, someone who practices daily, speaks boldly, and never gives up. Thank you for spending these 20 minutes with me. This is just the beginning. Every day you'll get a little better, a little more confident, a little more fluent. Remember, the best conversation partner you'll ever have is already with you. It's you. So start talking. This is Artificial Fluency, reminding you that fluency is not a destination, it's a daily practice. And that practice starts with your next sentence. Now, go talk to yourself in English. See you in the next lesson.